is special. So here we are on Friday after Christmas. It's the 27th. And I didn't realize that a lot of people came into the city after Christmas, but apparently they do. You know, most people have off for the week, like 10 days, whatever. You know, I guess you might as well like take a trip to the city or walk around if you live here and have to work most of the time and stuff like that. Heading here on Chestnut. I got sapphire blue clothing dye for like $5 because I want to dye a hoodie that I have, a pullover hoodie. Is this new? Mona. Okay. We went Mona Lisa. I was just talking about a semi-friend of mine, or someone I knew, an acquaintance who came out from Oregon to visit here in Philadelphia. Her name's Lisa Knight. She's a firefighter in Oregon, Portland. And when she came out here, there was an actual fire at Core States. You know, it used to be Core States across from the Union League at 123 South Broad. So it's funny they have a Mona, which you think of Mona Lisa, here coming on Chestnut on the 1300 block in the neighborhood. So she came out to visit me. I kind of met her online at a time when I was sort of doing that. Oh, there's a van that pulled up on in front of Adelphia. This is a thing lately, vans pulling up on sidewalks. So but anyway, this is like the second time I've seen a van pull up like this. It's so funny at Restore. Anyway, so this is like 2009 or 10. Lisa came out, and this was during a time period when I was sort of like, all right, I'll do, maybe I'll try out OkCupid or whatever, because it was new, and in the neighborhood it was kind of safe-ish, like, anyway, it was a thing where sometimes people met and it was like kind of okay-ish. I was like, I'll do it, I'll try a couple things just to see what goes on. And I met this person, Lisa, and I forget, did she do the questionnaire? I forget if she did the thing, like some people would do a thing like, what's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite color? Like, what's your favorite flavor ice cream? What's your favorite color? And sometimes it's like, I'm just gonna totally lie about all those answers. So, I'm kidding. Like, normally I would just like answer normally, but sometimes it's like, what if you like didn't say exactly what your favorite color or favorite flavor ice cream was to mess people up who are playing games, So, anyway, I think I met her kind of that way. And we started texting, and then she's like, she gets frequent flyer miles here and there and so forth and so on. She, would work certain types of hours for the fire department. So like they can get overtime pay. And like they can work like 4 days and have off for 4 days. Or she had crazy stuff where she can build up time, like how many days you work, and she'll fill in for other people, and then she would have off for like 2 weeks. I'm like, that's crazy. Are we going through this plaza thing? Wait. So anyway, she had like an enormous amount of time off. And she's like, I think I might use some frequent flyer miles to come out to Philadelphia, and they have the firefighter museum out there. Should I go this way? Okay. So, sure enough, she did, and I met her out here at the Market East station. She she flew in, had a leg thing. She kind of laughed, and she was like, for you, I gave up a free seat, because if she had given up her seat for someone else on one of the flights, she would have gotten like extra mileage and like a free airline ticket or whatever. But she's like, I wanted to get here on time and not mess everybody up or whatever. So anyway, I guess I was supposed to feel grateful. But she showed up, her firefighter herself, as a female. And there was a huge fire at 123 South Broad where there was a bank. Now it's Wells Fargo. It used to be Core States. So it's funny, there's a Mona thing there around just on Chestnut. You get a nut for chests. And that's how crazy, But, some people talk that way, and it's kind of like cheesy, but people might play a game and actually use that kind of wordplay, if you will. So anyway, it sounds silly and immature. It is actually silly and immature, but silly and immature people played this word game thing. So it's really like, in fact, this is called the way word, and this is like Drug Enforcement Agency Mecca, with Federal Donuts, Can Opiate, Girard, and anything north of Girard is Drug City, you know, like Lehigh. Everybody's high on Lehigh Avenue. So this whole thing is dedicated to the Drug Enforcement Agency as far as I'm concerned. It's obvious once someone shows you, otherwise you're just like, whatever, you know? But this is all created, and see how it can seem like Disney World? So Disney dollars, you know? Anyway, but it's a really pretty place in the city, and they tried to upgrade the city a little bit like New York. So we'll kind of go around. Should we go through? Oh, that's right, we were okay. So anyway, I'm just jabbering on here, but I can't believe they have a Mona Lisa restaurant. So actually I can, but it would show that on Chestnut they are about let's see, 15 years late if they were to play games with certain people's names. Lisa out in Portland, she's you know, she does a lot of things. She had to pass all the tests that the guys have to pass. She has a big scar on her shin from trying to lift a manhole cover with sort of like a crowbar type instrument where you have to lift. You have to be able to do that, and it landed on her shin. She got a big huge scar and cut on her shin so she kind of cut her teeth, or got her what do you call it, rite of passage, if you will, with the firefighters. But she does hang out in the kitchen, she said, and sometimes you can see her like on the news in Portland for like trying to turn everyone into vegetarians, or she'll just have like vegetarian meals for like every Friday or whatever. That's funny. So anyway, which way? To a fashion district, just a generic ad for all the clothing stores, like get ready to express yourself, American Eagle, Levi, Hollister, Columbia, Burlington, Guess, and so forth and so on. Sprouts, healthy around every corner. FedEx. Sprouts is the government as far as I'm concerned at this point in time. So we'll talk about Sprouts later. Share holiday magic, and they're handing off the Coke, you know. I'll take that, thank you. I'm kidding. The sad part is there's a lot of subversive messaging, and people use it, you know, in that world, and I would say don't, you know. I don't even know if people still use that stuff in the drug world, because now they're on like fentanyl and everything, like I don't know. Alright, we'll go this way. Technically I need to get water, and so I need water and dishwashing soap for the dishes. That's it. So I might go to Trader Joe's for that. Then I need to head out and